Good morning. Welcome to Allen's Day. Down in Tennessee at our holiday home near Jamestown, Tennessee, or the holiday home that we're building down here. And this go around, it's mid-October, beautiful weather. We brought the horses with this time. Maybe we'll get some riding in. Well, let me show you what this morning's project is. Oh, we got a fire pit full of junk. It's been too dry to start a fire down here. We'll wait, it's supposed to rain in a couple days, and then we'll do some burning. Got some cardboard going to the recycling center. All that cardboard is from the previous video where we did a kitchen install. Put all the cabinets in, countertops. We got leftover stuff. Now, continuing on with the kitchen. So coming into the kitchen here, you can see that we got all our lower cabinets in, upper cabinets. We got our breakfast island over there. Refrigerator's got to go there. We still got to get these screwed down yet and treated. Trying to figure out what we're going to treat them with yet. There's get on the internet. There's tung oil. There's mineral oil. There's all kinds of stuff. So we'll get that figured out in the next couple of days. But today's mission is we need a stove. And here's where the stove is going to go. But in order to have the stove here, we need to have a back wall for the stove. So we need to get a vent over the stove, and in doing so, you got a couple options to vent. One is going that direction up, which I'm not going to do, and poke a hole in the ceiling and in the roof. So the only logical place is going down. So I'll be venting it into the crawl space. Yeah, I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but that's the way it's going to get done. I've got that same venting system back at our home up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I've been venting the hood into the basement for about 30 years. Never had a problem, never had an issue, and it makes the basement smell good when you're cooking something good. So let me show you what I got going on in my messy garage here. I started to build a wall, and I will get into the details once we start installing the wall of exactly what we got. But this is the back of the wall here. Got an outlet there that's going in. And you can see that we've got some LP smart siding on the top there. That's what I chose to use versus drywall. Drywall for me is pretty much a waste of time and money, and the usability of drywall, there's no comparison. You can put nails in that, you can lean against it, you can patch it up, you can do whatever you need to do. Compared to drywall, drywall is not the answer for me. But a little on that LP smart siding, it's got a textured finish on it like that, which I like. Maybe some people might not like that. And it's primed, so you put 2 coats of paint on there and you're done. I'll show you what I use to make the seams and cover up my screw holes once we get into that. So let me get this tore apart and start the install process in the house, and bring you back when we got something stood up there. The back wall is in and stood up. So what's going to happen is stove is going to go here, venting right out here, and then there'll be some little nooks on each side for spices and knickknacks maybe. The back side of the wall, I painted the inside the cavity so that odors and stuff aren't going to stick to the inside of the wood. I've got to get a hole saw out and drill my 3 holes down there to vent down to the basement. Got a couple of electrical lines. So let me keep pegging away at this thing here. Next piece of the puzzle. We got to get the Zephyr range hood on there. Got a good deal on it. It was free. So here we go. Another simple job, getting the range hood on there. I've got it all prepped, ready to go. Let's get it up there and see how it looks. We are making progress. Not too bad for a free range hood. I Googled it, and that damn thing is $2,000. It's made in Italy. Maybe that's why it's so damn expensive. But anyways, that's going to work out fine. Let me get the rest of the parts in here, and we'll keep making progress. We got a lot done yesterday on the wall. So, we're ready to start putting the rest of the boards in. Got the electrical outlet in. You can see that all ready to cover this up. This is going to be where the, like I showed you, the vent out of here, go down through here, and I got my holes cut into the basement. Now it's time to start sealing this up. And you know how I like my caulk. And make sure you get the clear, never get white. So I will just caulk everything up so that there's less of a chance that anything's going to leak out of here. Grab a board. And that's all that's to it. Smack it in there. Make sure it's level. Using my 15 gauge nailer. Put her in there. Well, let me get the rest of these boards in, and then we'll work on the top. Bottom half is done. Now let me start at the top, and I got to take my caulk, seal it. Well, caulk is on. And we need a little extra caulk right at the seam where we're going to splice these two together. Well, let me get it screwed in there. Let me show you the screws that I use for that. So the screws that I use, and this is my go-to on here, this is the GRK, they're called a finished trim head screw. And I'm using the 8 by 1.5 to put the LP Smart siding on there. And then once I get that in there, so let me grab a handful of these. I put them at about 12-inch centers. And then once you get the screw in there, take some of this caulk and there, put some caulk in there. I will take and paint it, and it's going to look like that wall. So let me finish getting this wall taken care of, and we'll move on. Here's what we got done so far. We got the little bit of trim on there. I put a shelf on the top there. Next thing, we need some countertops over here. Made some fancy drawings. Let's go out in the garage and chop up some butcher block countertops. The garage is still a mess. It's on the list. Now, butcher block countertop. Let's get some lights on the deal. To cut that up, this is the drop left over from when I cut the other ones. So, just literally take the track saw, set it on there, set it on your mark. Set it on your mark, and magically that plate stays there. I've got both pieces cut. Now I got to put a 45 on the corners. Never leave a square corner where somebody can hook a hip or a kid can bang their head on a corner of a counter. Always, always, always miter them or round them. So this is quick and easy. Take it over to the saw. There we go. Set it at 45 degrees. I got my mark. That will save some major injury on somebody. So, cut your corner off. Let me get the other one cut. We'll get them routed. Now, just take your router and round your corners off. It's just that simple. Here's what we're using. Butcher Block Conditioner by Howard. And I did one side and I think it's going to work out pretty good. I I didn't read the instructions because the damn writing's too small on there. So dribble a little bit on there. Take a clean rag and wipe it in there. I think that's how it works. There we go. Beautiful. Let me get the rest of these done and we'll get them installed. Got them set in place. I still got to screw them down a little bit, but no, this stuff worked out pretty good. That Howard Butcher Block Conditioner. So do that, I think, a couple times a year, wipe it down, and I think we got a lifetime's use worth of countertop. So, and I also highly recommend condition the bottom side before you put it together. You'll get odors and smells sucking up in the bottom side of your counters if you don't condition them. So condition the bottom side. Let me get these screwed on here and move on to the next phase of the project, and that's going to be making some sort of a little cubby hole in there with some electrical outlets, and we'll see. Still working on the kitchen. It didn't go away. So Gene's got all the tops with the Butcher Block conditioner on them. Those are ready to be installed. I'll get those screwed in. And what I've been working on is some little cubby holes next to the stove here. So I took and made these up from some scraps of the wood that was left over. Put an outlet in there. Let me get this one installed. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. Oh, I know. Get these screwed down. See you when I get that all done. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.